something I wanted to talk about. I spotted a story in the Scunthorpe Telegraph. A local shop in Scunthorpe are selling school uniforms made out of recycled Coke bottles, you know, drink bottles. Anayat Shah of Shah's Uniforms in West Street, Scunthorpe, and not being able to get hold of him, but we are going to talk to Mark Woolgar, operations manager at David Luke Eco Schoolwear, who supply these things. And Mark's on the phone this morning. Mark, welcome to the Burnsy Show. Morning to you.
Morning.
Old Coke bottles turned into school blazers? Please explain, because it's fascinated me.
Yeah, well, we launched about 4 years ago. We launched a range of eco blazers and jackets made from recycled plastic bottles, and it's around 16 plastic bottles go into making each blazer. They're all post-consumer waste, and it's simply a case of breaking down the bottle and turning it into polyester, which you then make a yarn from and a fabric.
Right, okay. And so 16 bottles converted into a school blazer or something. What do you sell the blazers at?
Well, they sell roughly the same price as a standard polyester blazer. There's no premium on there.
Right.
We launched about 4 years ago. Now we're selling about 200,000 altogether in the UK. So at that sort of volume, it trades at around the same price.
It's not a bad business, that. Well done to you.
Thank you.
No, that's so you must be very pleased with the way your business has grown.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's something that really, resonates with schools, with the sort of environmental and ethical issues that they're talking about in the curriculum these days. And for a school to have their own uniform made from recycled plastic bottles is something that they're really, really getting into in a big way. So it's been fantastic for us, and we've seen some great growth over the last couple of years.
So how did you get into it? How did you spot this opportunity?
Well, we are always sort of looking at the latest fabrics and looking at doing sort of innovations that can help parents and kids. We do a lot in sportswear and some of the high-tech fabrics in that. And when we came across the eco fabric and that idea, we knew straight away that it'd be something that'd be really popular in schools. So we went for it in a big way. And this year we've also launched sweatshirts, polo shirts, trousers and skirts in the same, with their polyester content also made from recycled plastic bottles, and we've seen a similar growth in those areas, so it's been fantastic.
Where can people find out more about your business, Mark? Have you got a website?
Yeah, if you go to davidluke.com, you can learn all about the process there, how bottles are changed into polyester, the different garments that we've got, and you can look up your nearest stockist and speak to them about buying direct from them or getting your school involved with your local retailer.
Appreciate your time, Mark. Thank you very much for that. As I say, I spotted this story on the Scunthorpe Telegraph website, a business in Scunthorpe selling school blazers that are made from old sort of Coca-Cola and soft drinks bottles, plastic bottles, which I thought a fantastic story. So let's talk. We've managed to track him down. Anayat Shah from Shah's Uniforms in Scunthorpe. Anayat, thank you very much for coming on the Burnsy Show. Morning to you.
Morning, Burnsy. How are you? You well?
Yeah, I'm good. How did you get into this? How did you first spot this?
Well, we worked with David Luke on doing the Brownian guideware. We've been working with them for about 13, 14 years, buying supplies for them for the uniform of Brownian guideware. And Mark did contact us saying they're coming out with this new unique blazer made out of plastic bottles. Before, it was scattered business with different suppliers, and I believe they were made here, there and everywhere. And as soon as we saw this British company doing these recycled bottles, we wanted this opportunity to sell it to the public. So we just got it on, and we've got a big poster in the shop showing how the process is all made. And the customers are coming in, they're loving it. When they try it on, and I ask them to feel the blazer, they're astonished. They can't believe it's made out of plastic bottles.
Okay, and are you selling more than traditionally made blazers now? Because it's green and things. What sort of impact has it had?
Well, we're trying to crack it through the schools, because a lot of schools have academies, and they tend to have like a favourite supplier that do so many thousands of schools. So we're trying to keep it local for local businesses, to keep, to say to them, look, we're having local business. We're only a small business trying to compete with all the big boys or the big suppliers. So we're just trying to pull the academies in, and some have come with us, and some are still on the fence. So they are getting interested slowly, but surely should come through.
What sort of price do they go at? I saw a price on the Scunny-Tel website. I thought, actually, that's very reasonable for a blazer.
Yeah, they could come from £15 for a plain one, and when the logos come, then or stripes, and the price can go to like £20-25. But the plain one starts at £15 on the smaller sizes.
I'll tell you what, I wish I could get a jacket for 15 quid. Well, I know I'm a big chap, but 15 quid's not bad for a school blazer. That's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a smaller size.
You're right.
You see, when you use British Company, we're more keen on the quality and consistency of the customer being happy. So the profit margin from it is lower, but it's the satisfaction of the consumer getting something which is recyclable, with a minimal profit, and they can use it, and it's better, better thing for the consumer.
All right. How's business generally for you? How long you say you've been going? What, 13, 14 years?
No, 43 years we've been on West Street.
43 years? Sorry, I misheard
43 years. I'm second generation, you see, so 43
right.
years. Yeah, generally, we're not the cheapest and we're not the dearest. We offer a budget range, and we offer like a consistent quality and consistent colours for schools.
Yeah.
So we've always had a steady incline. But I don't want too much and I don't want too little. Just to give that consistent service and give that quality customer care.
Yeah.
But we find a lot of big school supplies are on the internet. The parents are trying them on. They're not fitting right. They've got to send money, sending it back. So we're trying to keep it local, and we have got an information site on the internet as well. So it's going okay.
How do people find you on the internet?
It's just sharsuniform.co.uk. It's just a general information site.
Right. Okay. And are more schools going back to uniform? Because there was a time when, the uniforms they weren't sure about uniform schools. Are more schools going back to uniforms?
As I say, it's very bureaucratic, but sometimes these academies, in some cities like London and Manchester, they might have one favourite supplier and supply thousands of schools. So some we're trying to keep, we'd like it's sort of like electricians, builders, plumbers. We really like the academies to use a local business if they can, and use a local supply, where a lot of big companies come in, they do undercut them vastly on price, but I don't believe always the quality and consistency are not there. So
and their blazers might not be made out of old bottles.
Exactly, you see. So we are trying it, and it is getting there slowly.
All right, nice to talk to you. Appreciate your time. Good luck with the business.
Thank you very much. Take care.
There you go. Anne Hyatt, Shah from Shah's Uniforms in Scunthorpe. As I say, I spotted it on the Scunny-Tel website. I thought, that's interesting. I didn't know you could get school blazers made out of old Coke bottles and what have you. The amount of sort of fizzy drinks I drink out of plastic bottles, diet ones, by the way, I hasten to add, and though people tell me they're not great for me, I could have a whole new wardrobe made of jackets and stuff like that. I wonder whether it's worth